I don't want to outwear my welcome by answering again, but I do have to answer this question that it's not government's responsibility to provide infrastructure. Vic, haven't you heard of roads of national significance? 100% funded by government. Haven't you heard of rail lines? 100% funded by government. I want to come back to my friend's comment before. When we get growth, the money from that growth goes in income tax and GST to central government. If we have to do all of that infrastructure, I've got to rate you like you've been rated in the last, 5 years. I don't want to do that. Rates is not a good way of raising money. 1% rise in rates gives the council 14 million. Just think for a moment what the city rail link is costing. $2.5 billion. How many percentage rate increases would you have to pay for your infrastructure? We'd be rating you to death. And I'm not intending to do that. I am intending to say to government, any government, Labor or National, give Auckland its fair share. If we've got 50% of the growth and you're getting the money from us, give some of that money back so we can cater for that growth. Otherwise, all council can do is rate you, and I'm not going to do that. And I make no apology for having experience in central government. I know which buttons to push that central government will respond to what Auckland needs. I've done 30 years there, 15 years as a minister. I know how cabinets respond. And if you meekly say it's not your responsibility, they won't take the responsibility. They'll put it back on you as the ratepayers in Auckland. I want a fair go for Auckland. That's not too much to ask for.
Thank you so much, six candidates. Thank you. 我相信这是一个永远也争论不完的话题。如果我们要这样的话，今天大家都别回家了。
是的，那在这一轮的自由辩论环节呢，到这儿就暂告一个段落。那最后一个部分呢，就是由6位候选人来总结陈词。
I have to say, unfortunately, we have to stop this part. Or else, I can feel the spark around here. Okay, you got the final presentation. Express yourselves. You can use your personality, your essential policy in the future to allow the most people to support you in this last 2 minutes.
是的，那最后2分钟呢，他们可以为今天的做一个总结，同时呢，也可以为自己来拉票。
Okay, let's start it one by one. Phil, first.
I think I've had more than my fair share, so I'll be very brief. Look, what you vote for is your own decision in our country. You've got to make a decision for yourself. I'm just asking you one thing. Please use your right to vote to help determine the future of your city. If you don't use your right, then you don't have any say over how we go. I'm giving local government and the mayoralty a go because I think Auckland is really, really important. It's important to me and my family. All my kids and soon my grandkids will be living in the city. But Auckland's more important for another reason. If Auckland does not succeed as a city, New Zealand can't succeed. We are so big in Auckland, Auckland has to be allowed to succeed, and it has to get the resources to do so. This is a great city to live in now. It's got its challenges. We can make it really greater, and that's what I want to do if I'm elected as mayor. Hey, thank you very much for coming along tonight. It's been great being here with you.
Thank you very much. We need a leader that's actually going to go out there and drive things and make things happen. It's very important that you folks vote. It's your opportunity to decide the future of Auckland. I remember people talking about Mayor Robbie many years ago. And Mayor Robbie talked about the infrastructure. He talked about putting trains in. Thank God Mayor Robbie actually did quite a few things. Otherwise, we'd still have the sewer going into the harbor over here. So it's your opportunity to change the future. It's your opportunity to decide which direction Auckland goes into, because you can decide on which mayor you want to vote for. And I just hope that you think, 10 years from now, you look back and you know you've made the right decision. So I want to say something to you. 选我，选择一个适合你的未来。
Thank thank you for all of those of you who are sticking in here right till the end. I'm here to give the mayoralty more than a go. I resigned my role to stand to be Mayor of Auckland. This is a massive, massive city. It is a big organisation, 11,500 people and $60 billion of your money and debt being spent over 10 years. That is a phenomenal amount. We are on the cusp of some major changes: urbanisation, globalisation, technology. We can't just look at Auckland for the next 3 to 5 years. We need to be planning Auckland for the next 20 to 30 years in terms of how we're going to go from a city that is a bit broken but absolutely beautiful to a city that is a world-class city and incredible on the world stage. I offer you 20 years of experience across business, not-for-profit, social enterprise and the government sector. And I have a plan that is more about abdicating responsibility just to the government to fix. It is about taking control of our destiny, of making Auckland great and taking control of that for ourselves. I am known in the business sector for my collaborative leadership style. I have worked effectively with many organisations, including both national and Labour governments, and I really look forward to continuing this incredible and very deserving conversation around where our incredible city can go in the future. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hanging in there, and shay shay.
I've had 20 years experience in Auckland local government, not 20 minutes. This is the third time I've standing as a mayoral candidate, and for anybody that thinks this is a done and dusted race, do the maths. 2013, only 36% of people voted. That leaves 64%. Who is the one that is going to appeal to the 99%? Because who is defending the public interest? Who's the one that's put their house on the line to defend where is money going to be spent? I'm not doing this for the money. For the last 16 years, I have chosen to work full-time, self-funded, because I'm lucky enough to own my own house. None of these other candidates can say that. So, it's true. So the thing is, if you want someone who's fiercely independent, and I am, I'm not connected with any other political party. You can hear what I've had to say. I will defend myself. I know what I'm talking about. I'm putting forward things that nobody else is, and I look forward to Chinese media interview me. That would be great, and I can go through this anti-corruption plan with you that nobody else in the world has come up with, and I look forward to working with you to help get the message out to the Chinese community. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Vote for me. Vote for me to be mayor. Tell your friends to vote for me to be mayor. Tell everybody in the Chinese and everybody community and everybody, vote for David Hay. Go to my website, heydavidhay.nz. Really, I mean, just vote for me and get everybody else to vote for me, please. Now look, it's a really interesting election, this, because none of the sitting councillors have decided to stand up and become and run for mayor. We're all outsiders. We're all people who have come from business and government and wherever Penny comes from to stand for the mayoralty. And your TV interviewer asked me, what's my competitive advantage? Why should people vote for me? And the answer is simple. I've had 25 years experience in government behind the scenes, operating the machinery of government, and 10 years in the Manukau City Council and Auckland Council as a principal policy advisor and as a strategy policy advisor. So I actually know how the machinery works. I actually know what the council is, who's who, what's what, how the bits fit together. If you've got nothing better to do with a long weekend, go and get yourself a book on local authority law out of the Auckland Library. It is 1,000 pages long. Professor Kenneth Palmer's book, and that is a brief introduction, an overview of the many acts of Parliament that govern and shape the council's work. I can't claim to be an expert in that, but you have to have a working knowledge of all that law and what it means and how to make the bits and pieces fit together and work in order to be the mayor, in order to be effective. That's my advantage. That's what I can do. That's what I can offer. I've talked about my vision, I've talked about what I want to do, but I'm the guy that can actually deliver it because I know how the system works. So vote for me. Get your friends to vote for me. And I meant it, what I said before. If I am the mayor, the Chinese community, the people that have invited me here tonight so generously, your business association can knock on my door any time and come and see me, and I will welcome you with open arms. Thank you.